Well, I'm Chef Jonathan Jones. I'm the proprietor, executive chef, and general manager of Beavers. And in short, we are fashioned after an ice house that had been here for about 20 years. So we're kind of a cornerstone of the community. I refer to this as a gastro ice house that serves Texas coastal cuisine. We do have a barbecue background, but that's not all we do. We do a lot of Gulf Coast seafood. We're very much involved in the local movement, local vegetables, seafood, sustainability. We're also a green restaurant. We run a classic cocktail program, so that's kind of where the gastro ice house comes into play. We are an ice house in the idea that ice houses were always kind of a cornerstone of the community where people would come and get, obviously, their ice. It was cooler, so they would sit here and they would mix around with other people in the community and talk. And we still provide that as an ice house. Where the gastro ice house comes into play is kind of the whimsical plays on Texas coastal comfort foods like chicken fried steaks, elevated to another level through product design and kind of a whimsical, culinary comedy sensibility. You know, I like to reach out and kind of grab the kid in you and shake you up. So, like our chicken fried steak, for instance, is actually an upper two-thirds choice Angus chicken fried New York strip steak with a bacon mushroom gravy. That's a cream-based gravy with Parmesan and thyme and lemon zest and Texas cultivated mushrooms and bacon. Sweet potatoes, greens, and Texas toast. So you can see where it's not your mama's chicken fried steak. Okay, so this is the beginning of our chicken fried New York strip steak. Sweet potatoes, very simple. We roast them, put them through a ricer, add butter, salt, and pepper. That's it. We condense the flavor through the roasting process. I don't like to put a lot of sugar and stuff. Candied yams are wonderful from time to time, but for this, the dish is a bit complex already, so I don't want to keep pure flavors. Now, this is the steak that goes on top of it. I got my thing right here. So I wanted to show you what's underneath it first. And then this is our roasted mushroom and bacon gravy. And you know what? That's a big steak, so I think we need to just do this one more time. I tell people sometimes my food, you see the culinary comedy now, right? Oh, yeah. My food is a commitment. It's outlandish. You don't decide to eat at Beavers, you commit to eat at Beavers. And some people should be committed for eating here more than 3 times a week, but I won't name names. Thank you for coming more than 3 times a week. One of my best representations of Texas Gulf Coast, obviously, is oysters. So I have a dish called Nacho Mama's Oyster Nachos, or Nacho Mama's Oysters. And it's a Gulf Coast, out of San Leon, Texas, deep-fried oyster and cornmeal on a wonton crisp with guacamole and a smoked tomato habanero salsa. All right, this is one of my favorite dishes here. Kind of represents our Gulf Coast heritage, fried oysters. And being in Texas, close to the border, we like fried oyster nachos even better. Wonton crisp, guacamole, smoked tomato, and habanero salsa. Beautiful. So that goes to you guys. So we definitely have a barbecue background and a barbecue backbone because it's probably our top selling item here. We do have something that's outside of our borders, which is a vinegar-based Northeast Carolina pulled pork. And there's just something about the interplay of fatty pork shoulder, slow smoked with like a tamarind and apple cider vinegar-based barbecue sauce. It's just delicious. Then we have our Texas-style barbecue, which is all dry rubbed. I do have my own homemade sauce, which is quite excellent. It's a true Texas barbecue sauce, even using Abby Katz coffee in it. And fresh ground chilies, but we also advocate trying the barbecue without the sauce first. I like the interplay of the dry barbecue and the wet barbecue, so I like to have my sauce on the side, so that's how we do it. Dry rub pork ribs. From time to time, we do serve beef ribs when I can get them local. We also have on that sampler a barbecue beef brisket, and we also have Bobby Cat's coffee in a dry form in the rub, so we do coffee in the barbecue sauce, coffee on the actual barbecue. And we also make our homemade sausage here, which is pork-based with roasted garlic, jalapenos, Mexican oregano, and we grind it here, stuff it here, smoke it here on a daily basis. So This is our barbecue sampler. This is for 2 people. And obviously we have barbecue beef brisket here, our homemade sausage right here, okay? Texas toast is made local by Craftsman Baking. This is our Carolina pulled pork, which is your favorite. And then of course, and we take a little bit different philosophy to our ribs, where we don't want them to fall off the bone, but we want them to pull off the bone. A lot of barbecue guys in Texas will cook the rib so much to where it falls apart and becomes a little mealy. It almost tastes nothing but like smoke and bark. Ours, we want you to taste the meat, have some pull to it, but still come right off the bone. You know?
Get that texture going too.
Absolutely. I mean, look at those guys. You don't get much prettier than that. Just the fact that we kind of have a bit of everyone-ness here. A lot of restaurants are tailored or geared just for one demographic of people, but we don't do that. We want you to come in and have fun. I think that there's something from the very, very finicky eater to the extreme foodie. You know, you'll even see me do things with monkfish liver and foie gras, and we do a lot of different things like that. We have a lot of raw fish dishes, but then we have classic barbecue. We have, fried chicken on Wednesdays. So I think there's a little bit of something for everyone. We're very kid friendly. Up until 9 p.m. 9 p.m. guys. Don't sit by the chef's window. It's the potty mouth window. I get a little Gordon Ramsay sometimes, But the idea is that we're serious about our food, we're serious about our drinks, and we're more serious about our fun than anything else. So Beavers is just a fun place to be.